Welcome, race fans, once again to MaxSpeedTV After Hours here tonight. It is 10:30 p.m. Central Time, 11:30 Eastern. We are here live on MaxSpeedTV at Martinsville Speedway for the Northwest Truck Series. This is the Highway XT3 200 presented by Sanctuary Studios. It's gonna be a fantastic night of racing, as always, here on MaxSpeedTV. Again, tonight's race here at Martinsville is the Highway XT3 200, presented by Sanctuary Studios. Before we get into all of the major details about racing, we'll go over how this track is, what they're going to be running here, how many laps, all of that good stuff. We do want to go over all the sponsors and make all this happen. On the MaxSpeedTV side of things, of course, we have MenuRunners.com, delivery done right. Make sure you check them out if you're in the Texas, Oklahoma area. If you're not, check them out anyway. See if you can get them in your area. They go to the suburbs, smaller towns, and they will deliver places that normally do not deliver. So make sure you check them out at MenuRunners.com. SimSpeedShop.com. Big shout out to them for coming on board. We're going to be doing more with them here in the next little bit here in the coming weeks. But make sure you check them out, SimSpeedShop.com, for some great looking button boxes. And again, they just started doing e-brakes. So if you are a rallycross racer, you're going to need one of those here on iRacing. HomeNet Hosting and PC Repair, brand new sponsor on board here on MaxSpeedTV. So as the name says, if you need some hosting or PC repair, make sure you check them out first. You can look them up, just Google HomeNet Hosting and PC Repair. Elite 7 Racing, the team that keeps us going here on MaxSpeedTV. They are the official late model team of MaxSpeedTV. They do some sprint car racing as well, but primarily dirt late models. And of course, Ohio IndyCar League. If you're looking to get into some IndyCar racing, make sure you check them out. You have to be in the Ohio club, but we'll actually be broadcasting them here shortly, and I believe in about 2 weeks. Josh Medlock here at MaxSpeedTV will be covering all of that racing action. Again, the sponsor that is presenting this is Sanctuary Studios. Big shout out to them. Josh Cushman coming on board to be the presenter and the title sponsor of this series. This race, however, is brought to you by one of the two other sponsors, kind of their two divisions. Again, Highway is one of them. So a big shout out to Highway coming on board. They are the sponsor for this race as well. Again, Highway XT3 200. Check them out on their website. Look up the XT3. It is an awesome looking, very versatile piece of equipment, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. And of course, their other division is New Leader, so make sure you check them out as well. So HighwayEquipmentCompany.com, you can look up their two divisions, Highway and New Leader. But that being said, here we have about 17 minutes right on the dot here left in practice at the moment here. We do want to remind you, as always, here we'll switch to our other drop down real fast. Next up is qualifying. Interesting enough here for MaxSpeedTV, this Friday, and for quite a while now, we have 0 broadcasts on Friday night. So you can tune into some other channels you want to watch there, but again, no broadcast tomorrow night. Very rare for MaxSpeedTV for us not to have any broadcasts whatsoever. But don't get let down too much as we come right back later Saturday afternoon with the Laura Truck Series, and Sunday afternoon with the No Excuses Sim Series Pot of Gold 100. So a little bit of a money race going on, as well as the Laura Truck Series on Saturday. So we have a lot of action still coming your way later this week. We are not done for the week, but we are off on Fridays now. Not sure how that did work out, but we are off for the next few Saturdays anyway, until we get booked up anyway. Again, we are here in practice with about 15 and a half minutes ago left. Again, this is the Highway XT3 200 presented by Sanctuary Studios. And why not here? We have a moment or so Let's go through the point standings real fast for you as you see them pulling up onto your screen. Again, Mark Walls is here tonight. He is currently sitting in the lead with 246 points. Jeff Stabnow, currently fastest in practice with a 19.799, is in second place in points, 9 points out with 237 points. So that's going to be a battle we're going to watch here tonight. Shawn Bridesman, another teammate with him, 221 points, 25 points out of first place right now. If you look at the rest of the top 10, it's Chris White, John Ottenbacher, Jason Hunt, Andy Vogt, Steven Silstad, Dan Stuzzi, and Chris Sherburne will round out the top 10 in point standings. If you jump over to the right side here, Josh Cushman in 11th place right now, 78 points out of first with 168 points. He is currently second fastest in the session right now, so it's going to be a very good battle for him tonight. He will probably gain some points on the leader if he can finish ahead of them anyway. Right behind him, of course, 12th is David Applegate, Carl Burke sitting in 13th, Douglas Hunt in 14th, Tom Green 15th, Matt Henry 16th, Trenton Barrington 17th, Ryan Maines in 18th, Brandon Peters, who I do not believe is here tonight. We'll get a better idea here in a minute, but I do not believe he is here, in 19th. And rounding out your top 20 in points is Gary Nichols, and we'll see, he is indeed here, 19th fastest right now with a 20.450, so he is indeed here tonight. So we'll see how they kind of shake it up. Coming next week, we'll kind of give you an idea of who gained and who lost points anyway coming into next week's race. So that's how the point standings are coming into the race. They will shake up quite a bit here at the end of this race. Again, we're at Martinsville Speedway. This is a very tiny track, a little bit of a paperclip, you might say. It's pretty much its nickname anyway. Very interesting track, to say the least. So, we definitely want to thank everyone for tuning in here tonight. Of course, if you are new here and have not been to MaxSpeedTV before, please hit that subscribe button. Be notified of all the races we have going on, and as well hit that thumbs up if you like the race itself here tonight. We have plenty of racing action coming up. 200 laps here as we will pull up the pre-race analyst here. Partly cloudy here north, 2-mile-an-hour wind, so not a whole lot of wind going on tonight. That won't play too big of a factor. The air tonight is 78 degrees, track temp 104 degrees. That is going to make it very interesting here. The track is pretty warm, and they will be laying down some rubber here tonight. Again, we did the math here for it. 200 laps, 105.2 miles. Again, this track is I believe 1.36 or 33 miles, so it's a very odd length track to say the least there. Their tire window, 50 to 60 laps. Again, we talked to the drivers earlier, got their insights, did some research, and we figured their pit window for tires anyway, if we go green, even if we don't go green, they're going to come in and get tires here 50 to 60 laps in that window for tires anyway. Fuel, on the other hand, 130 to 135 laps. Somebody, if they can conserve, may make it to 136, but that is the fuel window. A huge difference there between 135 laps on fuel to 60 laps on tires. So that's going to be a huge thing here. We're going to see which one of those played out. I believe pit road speed is 35 miles an hour. Very slow here. Looks like we're getting ready to do a little pit party there. They are indeed. So you get to see the full field right now as they are again doing a pit party. But while we're here, let's jump down to them real fast, and we'll give you a kind of a look at what's going to happen. Again, we're brand here in practice, but it's just to give you a feel of what it's going to be like here tonight. Alright, we're back here again. We're going to go real fast to our static cam, and you can see these cars. Again, this is just a preview of what the night's race is going to be like here. We got about 10 minutes left to go. As you can see, some cars on pit road. We got a big group of cars right there. And this is just a sample of what's coming here tonight. As it looks like Matt Henry in the 19 is going to pull up to pit road. But look how many cars we have here tonight. We have 27 drivers total here tonight on this little tiny track. It is going to be some awesome racing for you here tonight. Again, KR is unable to make it tonight, so I am in the booth by myself. As always, Charles here in the booth, but again, KR having to miss the race, and he's missing a fantastic race as it is, because this is going to be exciting racing going on. But give us just a minute here. We're going to see if we can't find someone that is not on the track, see if we can't get them in here for a quick little interview before they go into a driver's meeting. So, again, give us just a second here, and we will be right back with a driver interview. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with 7.5 minutes left to go here in practice. We do have Steve Silstad with us. So, first off, Steve, welcome to the booth. And we're watching you third fastest here in the charts. In practice, you were the fastest. So, coming into tonight, this track is referred to as the paperclip. It's very long, very skinny, and you could say it's fun or just a nightmare to get around, just depending on how you feel about it. But coming into the night being third fastest and very fast in practice, what do you think your shots are here tonight of pulling away in victory lane?
Oh man, it's going to be tough. You know, Mark Walls and Jeff Stabnow and Cushman and you know, Bridesman. Those guys are all pretty fast. They're always. So that's, you know, even if a guy gets to the front, you still got to get around those four. So, I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really fun. Hopefully we can get a bunch of green flag laps in like we did last week. Should be a good time.
And comparing this to some other tracks here, you really have to be on the wheel here a lot more. It seems like you're doing 20-second laps. Some of these guys doing 19. You just ran a 19. So we're going to be doing, excuse me, 3 laps a minute. So just how sore are your arms after this race, having to turn turn left 4 times a lap times 3 laps in a minute?
Yeah, I'm sure my arms are going to be sore tomorrow. That's for sure. That's a lot of turning. You know, it's gas, brake, gas, brake. You know, it's might wear a guy out tonight.
It definitely will. We're watching here from an aerial view, and everyone's kind of spread out. And as far as getting spread out, you know, if you're up front, kind of get your thoughts on if you're up front getting on these lap cars. You've been out here practicing with the guys. How big is the threat of going a lap down if you get a little bit off pace or you get some damage?
Oh, I think it's going to be huge. You know, like you said, with 20-second laps, it doesn't take much, and those leaders are going to be on your tail again. So I think just finishing on the lead lap will be a victory in itself.
This is true. It is going to be awesome if you can just survive the night, as that's always the kind of the goal for racing, survive, especially when you get to little tracks like Martinsville. Even Dover is kind of small. It's not right in there. Bristol, definitely in the mix. But I believe next week is a road course, if I'm not mistaken. So totally different ball game there as well. But again, third fastest on the charts here. We got about 4.5 minutes. Before we let you get back down to the pits there and get with the rest of the group, any sponsors or shout out you want to give just for getting you here tonight to have a shot to win?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I want to thank MaxSpeedTV for putting us on. You know, and Sanctuary Studios, New Leader and Highway, Walls Beard Co. You know, without everybody, we wouldn't be able to. We wouldn't have this and be able to watch the cool broadcast. And then, of course, I got Spectrix as my sponsor on my truck, along with Apocalypse Auto. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody involved. This is great, good competition, a lot of fun.
Well, indeed, all true facts. So again, that was Steve. Still lose my voice here. Steve Stillstad. So hopefully we'll see him in victory lane, or at least in the top 3 later on tonight, sitting third fastest here in practice. We're going to step away for just a moment. Probably not have time to get another driver in here for a quick interview. We'll see if we can. But 3.5 minutes to go, so we'll be right back here in just a moment with qualifying. Alright, really fast here before we get into qualifying. 2.5 minutes to go. We want to get a quick word in with Mark. You are the points leader right now. Again, that is Mark Walls. You got a 9-point lead over Jeff Stabnow. Anything secrets you got to go do here to keep that lead? We know we were hearing earlier you were having some computer issues, so hopefully those got sorted out. So first off, just anything you got to do, key points here to keep that points lead.
Yeah, I think tonight is all about track position. We just need to keep it up towards the top 5, the top 7, to really keep that track position. We're still running with the issue that we had last week. The guys went out and did an awesome job to fix the trucks best they can. Still down a little bit, but we're going to give it a go and see how long it'll last, and hopefully finish the race.
Well, hopefully you can finish. Looking like you're in 6th fastest right now with a 20.029 here in practice. So you're right up there at the front, going to be in the mix of things. But again, we don't want to keep you too long, fixing to get to the national anthem. But real quick, shout out to anyone here for getting you to the race tonight.
Yeah, we got to thank New Leader. Chevy Silverado is always proud to be on track representing New Leader and Walls Beard Co. We got to thank Highway Equipment Company putting it on for us, and Sanctuary Studios for providing the series. Guys, Max.
And yes, of course, we enjoy bringing the broadcast to everyone here. Great series, but that was Mark Walls. Thanks, Mark, for joining us here in the booth. But you know what time it is. It's time to get to the national anthem, so we'll be right back here in just about a minute 45 after the national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll pull up the driver bar and we will pull up qualifying times for you. And it looks like one driver has put a time in. That is Ryan Maines with a 20.215. Put him at the top of the charts here tonight. We'll take a look here and see Trenton Barrington going to be right behind him with a 20.704. As we'll see, times are coming in slowly but surely. They have 10 minutes here. Probably won't need all of those times. As we're looking at Andy Vogt right now, I believe they get 3 laps is all they have to qualify, so they'll only use about a minute to qualify. But taking a look, we'll see one we just talked to, Steve Silstad, currently on his first lap, is right about there. He'll put in his first time, and it is going to be... I correct myself, that was his warm-up lap, so we'll see there. Doug Hunt taking it to the top of the charts with a very fast 20.206. Matt Henry is going to pass him, though, with a blistering time, 19.969. Jason Hunt going to take it to second with a 20.056. And now it's going to be third as Steve Silstad is going to take it to the top of the charts with a 19.756. Very good run for him. Jeff Stabnow just putting in a time as well. He does have a race win this season here in this series at Daytona, but he's currently running a 19.819 to put himself in second position. Looks like he got a little out of shape there. So we're going to take in here William Fletcher, currently 8th fastest right now with a 20.302. Andy Vogt right behind him with a 20.310 in 9th place. Josh Cushman was 2nd fastest in practice. We'll see kind of where he stacks up. David Heath just ran a 20.160 to put himself in 6th place. But right here we'll start Josh Cushman's first official timed lap. So we're just going to sit back and see what kind of times he can put in here tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. Looks like he's going to shut it down a little bit early there. So we'll see here. We have the 90 of Scott Mann out on the track. Looks like he may have a different new paint job there. We talked to him earlier. He doesn't like starting from pole. He likes to have the challenge of coming through the field, but he's not going to have much of a challenge right now. 19.944. He's in 5th place right now here based on qualifying time. So he's got his little work cut out for him, but not a whole lot, starting in 5th position right now. Tom Green out on the track with currently on his warm-up lap. Josh Cushman as well back out on the track, so he's going to gear up and try one more time. Again, these are open setups here tonight, so these guys are going to do everything they can to get the best time they can, as Josh Cushman's going to take it to the top with a 19.717. What a fast time. The only 19.7. Steve Silstad ran one as well. Tom Green's going to run a 20.688 to put himself in 15th position. Dana Rogers out there in 17th right now with a 20.888, as we'll see if he can put in one more time here. And we have about 5:45 left here in qualifying. And everyone pretty much put in times for the first top 20. We still have a few drivers that have not. Looks like Mike Peterson has not put in the time. Ray Forner, Scott Hutchinson, Chris White, Carl Burke, David Applegate, Brett Johnson. Not sure if Mona Lehman is here. Shawn Bridesman has not put in the time. And Dan Stuzzi, as it looks like Chris White is going to go out. Chris White will be running our SimStar Motorsports onboard camera here tonight. Josh Cushman will be running the Sanctuary Studios onboard camera. Mark Walls and Jeff Stabnow, new leader onboard cameras here tonight. John Ottenbacher, who I don't believe is here. And Shawn Bridesman will be running the highway onboard cameras here tonight. So if we go on board at all tonight with these drivers, that's the cameras that they will be supporting here tonight. But again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Big shout out to all the fans out there. If you have not subscribed, please do so. If you want to be notified of all the racing, as Chris White's going to take it to 7th with a 19.995. And again, as well, hit that thumbs up if you like the racing here tonight. We have a fantastic night of racing for you here. David Applegate going to take it to 15th fastest here in qualifying with a 20.482. Very fast time for him. It looks like Shawn Bridesman is going to come out onto the track right now for his warm-up lap, so we'll see where he stacks up. He, too, has a race win this season. So again, let us know in chat if you have a favorite, as Shawn Bridesman's going to take it to 3rd with a 19.8 flat. Again, if you have a favorite driver, let us know. He's sporting the Highway Walls Beard Co. I believe he's running a Toyota here tonight. He is indeed running a Toyota. So a big shout out to him putting it in 3rd place, as it looks like that may do it here. Nobody else is out on the track so far. As you see the top times right there in qualifying, currently the 95 of Josh Cushman does have the fastest time with a 19.717. And it looks like that probably will do it here. We'll see. Mike Peterson has not come out. Ray Forner has not come out. Scott Hutchinson has not come out. Carl Burke has not come out. Mona Lehman and Dan Stuzzi, all those have not come out onto the track. So a green flag is still in the air. Those guys still have a chance to come out and run a lap or two here, see if they can't get in a good qualifying run, but it doesn't look like they're going to at this point in time. So for the ones that did qualify, it is going to be a stacked field here. 21 drivers took to the field. Get about 27 drivers total here. Several of those, of course, not taking a qualifying run. Alright, getting a word here. We're going to try to refresh the paints here, folks. Give us just a moment here. Again, trading paint sometimes wants to be a little funny, as some of these guys have very specific paint jobs they paint themselves. So they definitely would like them to be shown, so we do apologize for that. We're going to reload that real fast and see if we can't get it going here tonight. It looks like it is loading in, so good that it is loading. But again, we have about a minute and a half left here in qualifying. At this point, nobody's probably going to go out. They still have time. If they came out right now, they could complete all laps here in qualifying to get 3 laps. It takes them about a minute to run all the laps, but here in just a second, I don't think they're going to have a shot anymore here in about 20 seconds or so. Again, just about a minute to go. Nobody's going to make it here. I do apologize for that little screenshot there. We had a little accident. We were trying to switch back to another screen. We do apologize for that. It won't happen again. We can promise you that. Qualifying just about over, 42 seconds left, so we're going to step away for one last time, and we will be back here in just a few moments with your Walls Beard Co. starting grid. Alright, that will do it. Qualifying is over. We are just moments away from getting the green flag here tonight for the Highway XT3 200. Again, I'm not sure. I believe, hopefully, somebody was telling us, I believe it's Jeff Stanell, that the Highway Equipment Company people might be here with us tonight in chat. So if y'all happen to be here, let us know, because we want to give you a big shout out as well for coming to chat with us here and being part of the race here, as we're getting everything ready to get set to get this thing going. So we're going to go ahead and go through your Walls Beard Co. starting grid. Row 1 is going to be Josh Cushman and Steve Stillstad, two very, very fast drivers here tonight that we will be keeping a very close eye on to see where they finish here tonight. As right there you can see them getting ready. There we go. Go through it. Row 2 is going to be Shawn Bridesman and Jeff Stabnell, two very fast drivers. Both of them have race wins this season. Row 3, Mark Walls, who also has a race win, and Matt Henry. Row 4 is going to be Scott Mann and Chris White. Row 5 is going to be Jason Hunt and David Heath. Row 6 is going to be David Applegate and Doug Hunt. Row 7 is going to be Ryan Maines and Brett Johnson. Row 8 is going to be William Fletcher and Andy Vogt. Row 9 is going to be Gary Nichols and Trenton Barrington. Row 10 is going to be Tom Green and Dana Rogers, who is racing indeed. Row 11, Adam Hunt and Carl Burke. Row 12, Ray Forner and Scott Hutchinson. Both of those are making it here tonight. Row 13, Dan Stuzzi and Mona Lehman. Again, Mona Lehman not going to be racing, but Dan Stuzzi is. Rounding out your field here of 25 drivers in row 13. That will do it for the Walls Beard Co. starting grid here tonight. And we again are just moments away from getting the green flag. Well, the question is, who will come away with the win? If you're in chat, let us know if you have a favorite, of course. Do you have someone you've picked to win this race? As they are getting just about ready here. This pace car should be diving off. Lights are off. You are watching your leader right now, the 95 of Josh Cushman. He is on pole. Steve Stillstad to his outside, followed by Breitzman and Stabnell on row 2. Alright, there it is. Green flag is in the air. We're racing. Josh Cushman very quick to get this race started, and we have a great race in store for you here as you're watching him right now go side by side all the way through the back of this field, as Cushman's going to get a nice little jump here over that, but Shawn Bridesman jumping right to second from third place, so he's going to gain a spot. Steve Stillstad lost 2 spots now, so he's back in 4th position. So he's got his work cut out for him. He wants to get back up to the front. As you see Mark Walls just in front of him in that new leader Chevrolet here tonight. Again, Mark Walls, a very good driver. He has a race win here tonight. He's going to try to put that new leader car. As we have Shawn Bridesman a little out of shape there. Something happened to Bridesman. He got way out of shape there. And he will lose a couple of spots all the way back to 5th position. But he is hanging in there now. What a good recovery for him to not lose any more spots than he did. I think a little bit through the fields here. Chris White, another one we're going to keep our eyes on here tonight. Again, 200 laps. We're already on lap 4 so far. Caution free. Again, Chris White, very good driver. Going to try to get that SimStar Motorsports to the front. He does have his normal paint job on here. Again, had that refresh, getting rid of that Western Digital was a kind of a one-off paint. But he is sitting right now in 9th position. David Applegate running the MaxSpeedTV paint job here tonight. Currently back in 10th position. Again, we talked about Scott Mann up in 6th position right now. It looks like we do have his actual paint loaded, so that is a good job. We got that loaded in there. Steve Stillstead, though, we want to keep an eye on him. He is falling back again. He's back to 5th position, and he may lose another one here, as it looks like Bridesman is going to get by him. So Bridesman can get a little loose there earlier, but he indeed did get by him to take that position back. So what a good battle going on. Again, they have 200 laps here tonight. We're on lap 6. These guys are really getting spread out now. So they're going to try to go single file as long as they can, but they've got to go double file at some point if they want to get by. Or either that or use the chrome horns. And the chrome horns are kind of frowned upon here, which with good reason. You can cause a huge wreck here if you use them too aggressively. Somebody's already used them here. Andy Vogt has some damage, and you look in front of him. Brett Johnson has some damage to the back of that number 7 as he's coming by right there. So we'll take a look. I doubt that was intentional. May have just been some checking up going here in the back of the field. But heavy damage to the back of the 7 and the front of the 10 of Andy Vogt. So both of those heavy contact. Even take a look here. The 42 of David Heath has some damage. So there may been some serious checking up going here in the back. But right now, Josh Cushman has a 1.033 second lead over Mark Walls in 2nd place. As it looks like David Heath is going to try to get by the 10 of Andy Vogt. And we'll see if he can complete that pass as we're on lap 10 of 200 right now. And we got contact between the 02 back here. Trenton Barrington making contact with another car back there, but somehow everybody keeps going and looking right in front of him. Oh, we got contact between Hutchinson and the 14 of Mike Peterson, and that is probably going to bring out a caution. We'll see, and not sure so far. Nothing. There is the caution right there. Caution coming out for the first time here tonight. Well, let's go back and take a quick look. There's the 91 to Hutchinson getting a little out of shape. The 14 gets him. The 02 trying to get by all of this. And then there you see no fault of the 02. He was trying to just find his way through the 91 of Hutchinson. Scott Hutchinson going around with Mike Peterson getting involved. Mike Peterson got the worst end of the deal as he is already 1 lap down. As we go back up to live, Josh Cushman is your race leader at the moment. And we are under caution here for the first time. 1 lap under caution now to 188 laps to go left in your race. So it's going to be a very a short night as for the grand scheme of things. 200 laps will go very fast. We'll see. I don't think anybody's going to come in the pit road just yet. So while we're here, why not? Let's get a quick word in the Jeff Stabnell as we can as the lights are on. I don't think they're going to pit. So let's go on the board here, of course, with Jeff Stabnell running the new leader cam. Jeff Stabnell, you got a copy?
Hey, I got you, Charles.
Well, I want to get a quick word in here with you here running the new leader onboard camera. What is it like out there? We've seen you get kind of single filed early in this race, but what is it like out there here in Martinsville tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, trying to find a spot on the inside line is your first concern. If you're on the outside on those restarts, you can get trucked pretty easily on that outside lane. So yeah, definitely we're all trying to single file up inside the fast way around the track. And I'm not sure about everybody's sets right now, but I'm a little bit squirrely coming off of 4, so having to play with the throttle there a little bit, but otherwise the truck's pretty good.
Well, it looked like, not sure what happened to Shawn Bridesman earlier. He got way out of shape and went down off the racing area and was kind of down towards the apron. But he's recovered, so he's right on your back bumper right now. So how big of a threat is he behind you right now, and would you much rather keep him behind you?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We may not have a choice. Shawn is an animal at these tracks, so this is one of his tracks. It's nice seeing him behind me for a change, but if he's quicker than me, I probably won't put up too much of a fight. We still got 185 laps to go.
Yes, we do have plenty of laps to go, but there it is, 1 to go, so we're going to let you get back up there, and hopefully we'll see you in the victory lane tonight.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, again, that was a quick word there with Jeff Stabnow here as we're going to go back to our main camera. He is currently in second place right now, running the new lead onboard camera here. Again, there it is, just in the nick of time as the pace car is diving off once again for the first restart here of the night. There it is, green flag is out and we are racing once again. And it looks like, and we'll take a look at Josh Cushman, he has got some damage to the front of that truck. I'm not sure how he got that, as he's been out front all 16 laps, but some serious damage to the front of that truck. That very well could let Jeff Stabnow or Shawn Bridesman get by him. As speaking of Bridesman, currently sitting in third place right now on that highway Walls Beard Co. Toyota. He worked his way back from about 6th place all the way back up to 3rd. Steve Stilstad, though, sitting in 4th place right now. He has fallen back from 2nd to 4th, so lost 2 spots so far here in the race, but he will definitely fight his way back up. We again talked about him earlier. So fast in practice. He's just got a little out of shape there and fell back as you see Matt Henry right behind him getting a little out of shape. And here comes Mark Walls trying to get by him. Can he complete the pass? That is a pass for 5th, and he will do it. And we just talked to Stabnow how important it is to get to that bottom line. As now comes Jason Hunt going to get to the inside of him. And can Matt Henry get to the bottom before Scott Mann can close the door? And it looks like he is going to, as a caution is going to come out. And this time it's going to be Dana Rogers going around. Well, let's go back and take a look. What happened to Dana Rogers going around here? Let's see, did have any help from the O2? Oh, the O2 gets into the little berm or little apron, whatever you want to call it, down there, and it gets into the 07. So the O2 getting into the 07 here tonight, the O2 Trenton Barrington, as we'll go back up to live. It looks like the 07 is going to take it to pit road. I don't expect to see anybody else come down pit road. So we'll take a look here really fast here. Let's jump on with Shawn Bridesman here and see if we can't get a quick word of him as well before we go to racing once again. Shawn, you got a copy?
Got a copy.
All right, well, you're running the highway onboard camera here tonight. Again, for anyone just tuning in, this is the Highway XT3 200 presented by Sanctuary Studios. First off, what happened there a little bit earlier? We saw you get way out of shape, got down, but you've kind of worked your way back up to the front.
Yeah, the truck just stepped out there, and I was lucky enough to grasp hold of it and get it pointed in the right direction before getting the inside wall there. So I'm just happy that we didn't cause any damage to this highway Toyota Tundra, and we're still in the running.
You indeed are. Not sure, maybe you can give us some insight as you were right behind him. What happened to Cushman there? Got some damage to the front of his truck.
I'm not sure. I actually didn't know he had damage to the front of his truck. I think it probably happened during the that weird caution that came out. The cars blocking the track. He said he kind of ghosted through someone, so I have a feeling it's probably that sort of damage there.
Well, hopefully it won't affect him too bad, but it looks like y'all are about to get the one to go here in just a second. So we won't want to keep you too long. We'll let you get back up there, as this is a very short track, but with any luck, we'll see you in the booth here in a little bit.
Sounds good. Thanks, Charles.
All right, again, that was Shawn Bridesman here. As it looks like we should be getting the one to go this time by. We'll take a look here up at the front of the field and see if we see that flag, or those lights go off. There it is. Lights are off on the pace car. So next time by, we will get the green flag. So again, talking about just a bit of ghosting there. Hopefully that doesn't affect him too much, but he's got Jeff Stabnow on his outside, so he is not going to be sitting easy right now. But again, he has the advantage being on the inside, as there's the pace car driving off for the probably, hopefully, the last time, but probably won't be the last time. 2 cautions for 10 laps. Run lap 25 as the green. The flag comes out to start lap 26 here tonight. So we're just at the 25 lap mark, so we still have a lot of racing to go. Just about an eighth of the race completed. The caution's going to come out very quickly. Doug Hunt going around. Let's go back and take a look. What happened to the 49 of Doug Hunt here? That was right off the restart, so I would be willing to bet he may have had a little help. We have the 10 behind him there. Oh, the 22. We'll see who that is if we can find him. Adam Hunt. Yeah, coming straight through the middle there. Bumped the 10. It looks like getting into him. So Adam Hunt kind of causing that one. You don't want to call blame on anybody, but I just got into the back bumper of a driver and spun him around. So that is what brings out the caution here for the 3rd time. Again, we talked about it earlier, as we'll bring up our race analyst real fast. 50 to 60 laps on tires is what they're shooting for. Again, those are really green flag runs. So we've had several laps under caution, so that could skew that just a little bit. Right now, 130 to 135 laps. Again, that was green flag racing. We have been under caution here, as we'll take a look. For 13 laps out of the 29, so not as many laps as we'd like to, or we'd like to see less under caution, of course. But it is racing; it does happen. As it looks like the 49 is going to be in front, so he's going to try to get its lap back here, as he's on the tail end of the lead lap right now. A big shout out there. We got John Ottenbacher in chat watching from Reno. Nice job watching from Reno. I would love to see you here racing with us tonight, but hey, you know, if you're on a little bit of a vacation, it sounds like. Big shout out to you. Obviously, we have some people all the way from Belgium here tonight, so thanks for tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. As always, we like to see anybody come to chat. Let us know you're here. It's always important to us to know kind of who our fans are here tonight. It's very important to us. And we're actually creeping up on the 5,000 mark here shortly, so once we do that, we'll be possibly giving away some cash to fans and drivers, having a little bit of a race to give away some fans, and we'll get our races, and we'll also be giving away some cash here with some trivia questions in chat as well. But it looks like we should get the one to go this time. We'll see. Again, they're on the back stretch right now, so here in just a moment we should get the one to go, which will put the 49, giving him his wave around so he can get to the tail end of the field. And that is Doug Hunt, who is currently on the lead lap. He's at the tail end of the lead lap right now, trying to get that lap back. There it is, one to go. And he will indeed, right there, be waved around. So then that will get everyone in order here. They're going to get double file for the restart here to start lap 33. All right, pace car is off. And you know what that means. It's time for the green flag once again. And there it is. Green flag is out once again. And we got a good little battle going on right here for first place, as it looks like almost the 24 Jeff Stabnow almost got into your leader, Josh Cushman, but that's going to let the 46 of Shawn Bridesman side by side with him. As we'll switch to our main camera here. Look at the battle. It looks like Bridesman's going to get way out of shape again. That's going to let several cars by him. Stabnow, Walls, Silstad are going to get by him. Just showing you how loose these trucks can get here tonight. These guys are getting it out left and right now. Jason Hunt getting into the mix of things right now in the number 12, as that's a battle right now for 5th position. Technically 4th if you want to get Steve Silstad in it as well. They're battling very hard, trying to get as much position as they can, and we see some smoke coming. Somebody locking up the brakes here to try to avoid getting into a wreck. There's a lot of smoke came from the back tires. It looked like it may have been the 12 of Jason Hunt, as he has got his work cut out for him right now. He's got the 19 of Matt Henry on his inside, or at least he did. Matt Henry's going to kind of settle it out here. We're going to have to go a little further back here, right back here to Adam Hunt and Ryan Maines to find the next little battle going on, and that is a battle for 14th position, as it looks like Ryan Maines is going to take it, but they're still side by side. Again, that's Adam Hunt in the 22 back there. Here's the battle right there. He's getting into the mix as well. But it looks like Ryan Maines is going to take 14th. The 22 of Adam Hunt has a little bit of damage to the front of that truck after getting into the back of another truck to bring out that last caution. But so far, it doesn't look to be slowing him down too terribly much. One that we expect to see up front that's not right now, he was involved in an early wreck. That is the 91 of Scott Hutchinson. We don't see him race often, but when he does, he is very fast here. So to see him further back in the field is not where we're used to seeing him at. It's kind of everyone's pretty single-filed out for the most part. As you see the 49, he is behind the 91, but he's actually ahead of him right now, position-wise, in 19th. Scott Hutchinson is in 21st. He is currently 1 lap down. So he's got to get by him if he wants to try to progress through the field. Up front, though, your leader, Josh Cushman, he has led all 39 laps here so far, as he doesn't look to be trying to give it up anytime soon. Jeff Stabnow in 2nd place in that new leader, Chevrolet. Mark Walls in the number 29 Chevrolet new leader. He is back in 3rd. Shawn Bridesman kind of trying to recover from another little spin there almost. Back in 4th position. He's doing a fantastic job. That is his 2nd time almost spinning it out and being able to recover from it. So he's trying to put that highway Toyota into a good finishing position here tonight. 42 laps is what we're on right now. We've completed 41 already. This race is going by very quickly here. 200 laps here at Martinsville Speedway. And we are just about... I would say a quarter of the way as the caution is going to come out, and it is going to be Mike Peterson this time. Well, let's go back and take a look. What happened to the 14 of Mike Peterson here? Again, looks like he was all by himself, and maybe a self-spin. We'll see. There it is coming out of the turn. And just spins it around, barely touches the wall, so not a whole lot of damage for Mike Peterson. But that will bring out the caution, as he's going to park it there and wait for everyone to come by, and he will get it fired back up and keep it going. And 6 looks like he is going to go 1 lap down, so you cannot spin out here. If you do, you will go a lap down. 44 laps completed at the line. I'm not sure. I don't think anybody's going to come down pit road just yet. Again, if they're going to come down pit road, just don't think they will. 50 to 60 laps is what we're looking at here. So here, probably, if we have another caution in about 10 laps or so, I think we'll see everyone come down pit road. So again, about 10 laps or so here, we should see some pit stops. So we may see green flag pit stops here within the next 10 laps. If they want to chance it and stay out here, we'll definitely see if anyone's going to do that here tonight. Next up, if we get another caution, we'll probably bring Josh Cushman here. See if we can't get a word with him. As it looks like right there, lights are still on, so we're going to take at least one more lap. But again, it's going to be iffy. I think we'll see some guys come in here in the next 10 to 15 laps for tires. Again, fuel 130 to 135 laps, so they really only need to make one pit stop for fuel. So you won't see a whole lot of pit stops, which is good for anyone that is afraid they might make a mistake on pit road. They will not be doing it here tonight as they don't have that many pit stops to make. So again, let us know in chat, do you have a favorite driver here tonight? Somebody you're rooting for? It's always encouraged. Let us know who do you think's going to win here. Right now, Josh Cushman has led all 46 laps of the race. Yes, indeed. Just now noticed it too. That was a weird one there. Green flag is out. Very weird start. They got the green flag on the backstretch. We've seen that happen before. A little bit of a glitch. So I thought we weren't live for a minute, but we were indeed. The green flag came out on the backstretch. So that is a very interesting glitch. We've seen it before, though. Kind of threw everybody off, I'm sure. Lap 49 of 200 underway right now. 48 laps completed. Cushman has been out front for all of them so far. Right now you're watching Jeff Stabnow, who's got his teammate Mark Walls and Shawn Bridesman right behind him. As you look here, those three right there have all won races, chasing down the one driver who has not won a race here. That is Josh Cushman, and he looks to be the truck to beat here tonight. Let's take a look here. We'll switch to our main camera as you can get a good glimpse here of all these drivers. Right behind them, there is a huge amount of drivers back there. As you can see them all stacked up. We have to go back to about, let's see back here, David Applegate in the 23 got a little out of shape there. But right behind him, Chris White. Right after Chris White, you see a little bit of a gap before you get to the rest of the field, as there is somebody seriously smoking and off pace. And it looks like it's going to be Gary Nichols. He is fumigating the tracker now on the bottom. He's got to get that thing to pit road before it blows up. And he's going to pull it to the apron. Again, that is Gary Nichols in the 8 machine right now, and he is going to pull it to pit road. Out of harm's way, no caution will come out for him. Back up to the front, though. Look how smoky this track is now for these guys. With that 8 car smoking on pit road. It looks like a really bad barbecue going on out there. It's really smoky. Jeff Stabnow trying to run down Josh Cushman right now. As it looks like Carl Burke is out of the race now. Something happened to him that may have been involved as well. So Carl Burke out of the race. He is, other than Scott Mann, Dan Stuzzi, Ray Forner, all those guys out of the race early due to cautions. But Carl Burke now the next driver out of the race. Gary Nichols is 2 laps down. Look, he used his faster brake. He's going to come back out on the track. He is currently 2 laps down as the caution's going to come out. And it's going to be Jeff Stabnow. That is not what he wanted to see. Doesn't look like too much damage. Let's go back and take a look. What happened to Jeff Stabnow running in a 2nd place? He's now being shown just got loose, spun it around. Oh, almost getting clipped there as he's trying to get that around without hitting the wall and getting hit all at the same time. As we'll see here, we got a couple of drivers coming down pit road. We got Takers coming down, Shawn Bridesman coming down pit road. Still Steve Silstad, Jason Hunt, Matt Henry, Ryan Maines, Chris White, David Applegate, Brett Johnson, William Fletcher, all these guys coming down pit road right now. Jeff Stabnow opting to stay out on 56 lap tires right now. Now that could get very interesting. David Heath pitted earlier. He's got some damage, but he's sitting in third now with only 34 laps on his tires. Adam Hunt 12 on his, so he's going to stay out. But Josh Cushman, 57 laps on those tires. He's going to stay out and hang in there. So we'll see how this all plays out here tonight. Again, Josh Cushman, Mark Walls in second, 57 laps on their tires. David Heath, 35 laps on his tires. Jeff Stabnow, 57 on his, staying out, as well as Adam Hunt. So your top 5 drivers were staying out right now. That is Cushman, Walls, Heath, Stabnow, and Hunt all staying out. And they have significantly older tires compared to the rest of this field that have 0 to 1 laps on them right now. So very interesting to see how this all plays itself out. As Josh Cushman still out front here, he has led all 57 laps, 6 and B 58, but he has got some seriously old tires on that truck, so he is going to have to do everything he can to fight off the hard-charging Shawn Bridesman, who has 2 laps on his tires now. Keeping in mind we're at lap 58, so we're approaching the lap 60 mark, so we're going to be at halfway of this race before you know it. Again, we're roughly doing about 3 laps a minute. Sorry about losing my voice. We've only had 5 cautions for 26 laps. We've run 58 laps here on a 59 right now. The lights are off, so that means we're getting the green flag this time. Hopefully it gives it to them in the appropriate time this time. It looks like it's going to not on the backstretch. That was definitely a weird one. And again, we have seen it. So there it is. Green flag's out on the front stretch, and we're racing once again. Josh Cushman with a sizable lead here. Mark Walls in second. Jeff Stabnow still in third. Even after that spin, he is sitting in third place. So he did have a huge recovery, but again, a lot of people pitted. Look at Shawn Bridesman already trying to fight his way back up. He's in fourth, but he's got a huge battle going on right now with the 42 of David Heath, as it looks like David Heath's going to get by him. A little cut of contact made there, but they're going to keep it going. He's got the fresher tires. Shawn Bridesman knows only 5 compared to 39 on David Heath. But again, David Heath has the inside line, and we talked about it earlier with Jeff Stabnow, how important that inside line is. That you really have to have it, otherwise you're going to kind of get railroad here, and you're going to fall straight to the back. It looks like those old tires may be prevailing here, as he will take 4th place. So Shawn Bridesman, the 4th, and he's got his eyes set on his teammate, the 24 of Jeff Stabnow, trying to run him down for, again, 3rd position. 4 laps, or now 7 laps, for 63 laps. There's your leader right there, Josh Cushman, at 63, now 64 laps on those tires. You wouldn't know it by the way he is driving. Doing a fantastic job of wheeling that machine. As it looks like we have the 14 of Mike Peterson going to take it to pit road here. It looks like an unscheduled stop. He was just on pit road not too long ago. As right there is your leader, Josh Cushman, going to put him a lap down. So taking a look here, that will put him 2 laps down now, as they probably will put him at least 1 more lap down before it's all said and done. And it looks like Mike Peterson is packing it up. He is done here tonight. He is back into the hauler, so his night is done. Mark Walls and Jeff Stabnow. Look at the 3 teammates right there. The 29, the 24, the 46, the 2 new leaders in the highway trucks out here battling right now. As it looks like Shawn Bridesman is going to try to take 3rd from Stabnow, and they're going to be side by side coming out of turn 4, and it's going to be Jeff Stabnow still in 3rd, but not by much. Here comes the 46 of Shawn Bridesman, and he will take 3rd place. Again, your leader at the moment is Josh Cushman in that number 95 machine right now, sponsored by Sanctuary Studios. Oh, the 29 Mark Walls getting way out of shape, and look who's going to capitalize it. It is Shawn Bridesman once again. So Bridesman up to second place right now. He's trying to run down your leader, Josh Cushman. And I have a feeling with those fresh tires, it is definitely going to be a cakewalk for him to get by. We'll see 12 laps, 13 now versus 69 laps. So that's not even much of a balance, but look how loose the 46 of Shawn Bridesman is. He gets a little out of shape, but is able to recover from it. And just look how easily he's caught him. And we don't want to leave this battle too much, as right now that is the closest battle we have going on for the highest position anyway, as we're on lap 70 of 200 now. 30 to go till we hit the halfway. And we'll have 30 to go right as they come across the line here in about half a lap. So this time by, it will be 30 laps to go to the halfway point. Right there. 30 to go till we get to the 100 lap mark, and we will be halfway done. Very interesting, though, we're talking about the 26 of Shawn Bridesman. He has not been able to run down Cushman as well as I thought he would with those fresh tires. And here comes the 29 of Mark Walls in that new leader Chevrolet. Also got Walls' Beard Coat on there. He's actually running him back down, so Bridesman is very fast, but he may not have the winning truck here tonight. It'd be interesting to see if he does or not, but he has just not been able to really capitalize off them fresh tires like I figured he would. As Mark Wall's 72 lap tires, he's actually running him down for second position. As we got a truck going around, it looks like it's going to be the 12 of Jason Hunt. Well, let's go back and take a look. Oh, more contact. What happened here to the 12? That is Jason Hunt. Major contact afterwards from the 8 of Gary Nichols. Oh, just gets it loose, and the 19 helps him out just a little bit to spin around. You're about to see here in just a second what happened is right there. Gary Nichols tries to lock it up, just has nowhere to go, and gets into the side of him, but he's going to keep going. No major damage done, and there goes the 24 to pit road. He's going to go in and get some fresh tires now. He definitely needs them. So a lot of people coming down pit road, and so we are under caution here. Take a look for the 6th time. 27 laps is it, though, as we're at 75 laps. 74 completed. Take a look here. There's your leader now, the 42 of David Heath. He's still got 53 laps on those tires. Ryan Maines behind him with 19, and Adam Hunt with 31. So let's take a look at your top 5 now. It is now Heath, Cushman, Bridesman, Walls, and Maines. So very interesting, as that's not entirely accurate, I don't believe. We'll see again once it all sorts out. As you see the 42 on pit road now. Once it all sorts itself out here, it looks like Ryan Maines is going to have the lead. But again, they're still trying to sort it all out here. Drivers making pit stops and coming in and out of pit road at the moment. So while we have a moment here, let's remind everyone here, if you are new to MaxSpeedTV, hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified of all the great racing we have coming up, as well as hit that like button if you like the racing here tonight. But as always, we want to remind everyone as well, you are watching the Highway XT3 200 presented by Sanctuary Studios. Make sure you check out HighwayEquipmentCompany.com if you are needing some, of course, Highway Equipment Company. They have some awesome products on there. The XT3 is one of their products. A very versatile piece of equipment that you can use for a lot of great projects that you might need it for. Again, looks like we're getting ready to get the one to go here in the next lap or two. Again, Ryan Maines is your new race leader here. As we'll take it up, there it is, the leader, Ryan Maines, one to go. They're going to get a double file. Look who's on the outside this time, Josh Cushman. He has not led every lap now. Ryan Maines 3. David Heath has led 1 lap. Ryan Maines is your race leader right now. He's going to get really close to the pace car here. Let him know he's ready to get this thing going one more time, as the pace car will dive off right there. we'll get it ready here to get this thing going. All right, there it is. Green flag is back in the air. We're racing once again. Ryan Main's on the loud pedal here. Josh Cushman right behind him in second place. And here comes Shawn Bridesman going to try to take second, and it looks like he's going to try to make big for the lead as we have the 8 pulling to a stop. Gary Nichols, something wrong with that truck as he is pulling it to a stop there nearly, as he's going to go to the back of the field. But Shawn Bridesman's your new leader here tonight. So let's take a look there. Shawn Bridesman, the new leader here in the Highway Toyota machine here tonight. Again, he's going to try to put that Highway Toyota into victory lane, and he's doing a good job right now. Heads ups and down, but he's in the ups right now as he is leading this race on lap 81 of 200. And looking right behind him, we have Mark Walls, Jeff Stabnow. So they could very well have a 1-2-3 for their team here tonight, putting the 2 new leader Chevrolets and the Highway Toyota into the top 3. Chris White, we watched him earlier. He is sitting right now in 5th position, and he's going to try to take 4th from Ryan Maines, and it looks like he is going to do it. Here comes Josh Cushman. Something happened to him. He fell back. So he's only got 7 laps on those tires, so something happened to him. May just been being on the outside, and he doesn't have any damage. But look at these guys battling right now. That is a battle for 4th position with Chris White leading the charge. And here it comes Josh Cushman trying to get back to the front. He can get up there and lead some more laps. He has not clinched the most laps led just yet, as Bridesman creeps into the top 3 laps led with 4, and he'll definitely lead 5 right there. He does lead 1 more lap, but he's starting to pull away here. 0.466 seconds over Mark Walls. As we got a car going around. Let's see if it brings out a caution. So far, no caution. That was Matt Henry. Somehow he saves that. What a job for Matt Henry. That truck was completely sideways. Smoke was flying, but he saves it somehow. What a job for him. David Applegate trying to get by David Heath right now in the 42. That 23 MaxSpeedTV machine is hanging in there to a solid top 10 finish right now, trying to run down David Heath and Andy Vogt. And there's another car getting out of shape. This time it is going to be, I believe it's the 02. Let's take a look and see who it was. No, it was a 42. David Heath going around. So the car's getting really out of shape now. They've got some fresh tires on their cars right now. So it's kind of interesting to see that these guys are getting out of shape with such fresh tires. But back up front, that gap is starting to close in now. Mark Walls, 0.383 was 0.4, so he's closing in the gap now here on lap 87, now 88 of 200. It's going to be a good race between those top 3. Look at that. They have really pulled away from the rest of this field. You got a 1.7 second lead, and it's going to close in because there's the caution once again. Gary Nichols into the outside wall. Let's go back and take a look. What happened to the 8 of Gary Nichols here? Not sure. He's right in front of right behind the 49, who has a lot of damage to his truck. We'll see. Oh, everybody checking up there. Looks like maybe the 02. Something happened to him first. Trenton Barrington. Let's go back a little bit further here. Let's see if we can't figure out what happened here to the 02. Something happened here to the 02 of Trenton Barrington that caused the 8 to get into him. As we'll see here. Oh, there he goes. Just broke it loose. Gets in the outside wall. The 07 trying to avoid it. The 29 checks up. The 8 checks up. So really the 02 would probably bring out the caution versus the 8. It was probably a toss-up to say the least, as those two were right there together. But Shawn Bridesman is your leader here on lap 90. Fixing to be lap 91. So we are now 10 laps away from the halfway point of this race. So while we have a moment here, let's see if we can't get a word in with Chris White here. So let's see if we can't pull him into the booth. All right, Chris White, you got a copy?
Yeah, Charles, go ahead.
Well, we got you here while we're under caution real fast. These laps go by fast. Running the SimStar Motorsports onboard camera here tonight. You creeped your way up there. You're sitting in 4th place right now. Do you have anything for those front 3? Those guys have been very quick here, but so have you. So that's what we want to know. Do you think you have anything for them here tonight, or is it going to be a strategy game here?
You know, I think it's going to be strategy. It's going to come down to who can manage to stay up front, stay out of trouble. As of right now, we're about halfway through this race nearly. And, I can't say I have anything for these guys up front. They're pretty quick. Once things get settled in, I kind of start slipping back a little bit, so we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully we'll see you into at least a podium finish here tonight. Definitely got a good car here, as it's 1 to go, so we don't keep you too long, but we'll get you back down to the driver's area. So thanks for coming up to the booth with us.
Yeah, thanks, Charles. Hopefully we'll catch you later.
All right, that again was a quick word with our SimStar Motorsports onboard camera here with Chris White. But there it is. A green flag is about ready to come back out. Pace car is on pit road. Right about in here, we should see it start to come out. There it is. Green flag is out to start lap 94 of 200 here tonight. And again, great race so far. 19 cars left here. Actually 18 left on the track, as we see somebody just coming on pit road. That is Scott Hutchinson just coming out of his pit stall, so he is 8 laps down. He is going to make his debut back to the track, but he is actually going to go another lap down as they're fixing to come by him. Right now you're watching the leader, the 46 of Shawn Bridesman. Look at the field. They're kind of scattering out here, trying to get single file so they don't lose any spots. And here comes the 29 of Mark Walls, trying to make something happen here early in this race, as they're going to drag race to the line, but it's going to be Shawn Bridesman to lead that lap as well. But can Mark Walls get by him? Again, those are teammates, so you know they're going to race each other clean, but they're not going to give each other an inch. And this could spell disaster if one of them gets a little loose, but they're very skilled drivers. As you see right there, that 29 gets into that little berm, or whatever you call it there, just a little bit, and causes him to bobble just a hair. But it looks like he is going to take the lead here, and we'll see if he can hang on to it at the line anyway. He's got to do it at the line if he wants it to count, and he may do it. We'll see. Indeed, he will get him at the line. Mark Walls, your new leader, at least for the moment here. As we'll see it. There it is. Mark Walls, your new leader for the race here on lap 98 of 200. And looked like Shawn Bridesman kind of falling back here. Jeff Stabnow trying to get back. After a slight spin, he didn't really touch anything too bad. He's battling right now for 3rd position and trying to get 2nd from Shawn Bridesman, and it looks like he is going to do it as well. He's going to get to the inside. That's not where you want to be on the outside if you're Shawn Bridesman right now, trying to battle for a top 3 position. Is right there. Everyone 24 laps on their tires. As next time by, we will be halfway home. We'll see. There's a good battle going on right there for 2nd, but it looks like it's going to go to Jeff Stabnow. We'll see right there. Is next time by halfway. We'll be halfway done with the race, and there it is. 101 laps what we're on. We have completed 100 laps. We are halfway done with this race already. It's moving along so quickly here, as we've only been racing for just over an hour, as your leader is Mark Walls right now in that new leader Chevrolet. The top 3 back it up as a caution comes out. I'll take a look, see if we can figure out who it's for. I'm not sure who it is for, but I believe it's going to be for the 42 of David Heath. So let's go back and take a look. What happened to the 42 of David Heath? They had a little contact. There it is, contact between him and Andy Vogt in the 10. Sends him around. Caution comes out, but saves it from hitting anything. Just minor damage to the back left quarter panel of that truck. But again, he will spin it around, keep it going. Caution does come out, though, here on lap 103 of 200. Well, taking a look here, we'll look at our cautions real fast. We've had 8 cautions here for 36 laps. We have 97 laps to go. So what a race has been so far. The majority of this race, 70 some odd laps, have been raced under green flag conditions. So the majority of the race definitely has been under green flag racing conditions. Caution coming out one more time here for the 42, going around with a little bit of help from the 10 of Andy Vogt. Well, the question is, who's going to win here? We've had several different leaders here. Josh Cushman has led 73, Bridesman 18, and Walls has led 8. Those are your top 3 leaders here in the race. We've had more than that, though. So the real question is, who is going to win the race tonight? That's the $1,000,000 question. I'm putting my money on Jeff Stabnow to make it 2 in a row here and sweep the week here, as we like to call it, winning the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series. If he could do it, not 100% confident, but he may be the first driver to sweep the week here. But somebody may have done it before him. But regardless, if he does do it, he will be one of the drivers, if not the first driver, to do it. And what we like to refer to again as sweep the week here, running and winning Monday and Thursday night. Next Thursday we're off, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. I believe we do race Monday. We're off next Thursday, and then the following Monday for, I believe, the 1st, so we'll be off for that. We still have a lot of race coming up. We still have Sonoma coming up soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We have some road racing going on. 1 to go, though, before we get the green flag one more time. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight. We always like to remind you, if you are new, hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified of all the races we have going on, and as well, hit that thumbs up if you like the racing here tonight as well. But that being said, there it is. We're just ready. Green flag's out. We're racing once again here at Martinsville Speedway. We got Mark Walls out front, followed by Jeff Stabnow. Chris White making it up to 3rd already. So he's got a good position right now, sitting in 3rd place. He was talking about how the truck kind of fades off a little bit as they go running. But he got major contact coming behind him. Matt Henry, Andy Vogt, and that looks like Bridesman going around. No cautions coming out. The entire field is blocked, and he's smoking right there. But so far, no caution has come out. Very interesting. Here come your leaders. They can't see where they're going. Caution comes out. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened there. What happened to Shawn Bridesman? Somehow a caution not coming out. Oh, the 17 getting into the little rumble strip down there. Then collects the 46 with him, the 91, the 10, the 22, the 49 being able to stop in time. Several cars getting involved. Sitting here, no caution came out right away. Very interesting that a caution did not come out, as he is going to be heavily smoking back here in the back after taking a pit stop. As there come all your leaders trying to figure out where he is. Is he in the middle of the smoke? Is he at the bottom of the smoke? Made it very difficult for these guys to figure out where they were going to go. They all sorted out, as that truck is heavily damaged. And then number 46, Highway Walls Beard Co. Toyota, driven by Shawn Bridesman. So a heavy damage to that truck. Back up to your leaders, though. You can still see all the smoke from that truck here on the front stretch. Well, that is very unfortunate for Bridesman, as that's going to put him one lap down. Had such a fast truck here earlier in the race. You know, he took pit stop there to try to get some fresh tires, and it put him in the back of the field, and that's what caused that. It was no real doing of his own, but you know, cautions breed cautions, and if you're in the back, this tends to be where these cautions do happen. As it's just unfortunate product of being in the back, but Mark Walls still is your race leader here, as we're going to take at least one more lap here, so we're going to go 2 more laps before we get the green flag one more time. Again, we want to thank all the sponsors that come on board here on MaxSpeedTV, and for the racing, of course. Big shout out to all them: Menu Runners, Sim Speed Shop, HomeNet Hosting and PC Repair, Elite 7 Racing, and Ohio IndyCar on the racing, or MaxSpeedTV side of thing. On the racing side of things here, big shout out to Highway, New Leader, both part of Highway Equipment Company, and Sanctuary Studios, the title sponsor for this series. With that being said, it looks like the lights are off. Next time by, we will get the green flag here. Take a look real fast at our cautions. 9 cautions for 45 laps, 87 laps to go, as we are well past the halfway point. And there goes the pace car. Green flag is just about ready to come back out, and there it is. Green flag is back out in the air. We're racing one more time. Jeff Stabnow trying to get by his teammates. He gets a little out of shape there. The 19 has to check up. That is Matt Henry trying to avoid getting into the back of the 24 and causing a wreck. He does a great job of doing that. And here comes Josh Cushman trying to work his way back up to the field. He did lead 73 laps of this race, as it looks like now Mark Walls is going to lead his 19th lap. Excuse me, I'm going to lose my voice there just a little bit. But Mark Walls out front, Jeff Stabnow second, Matt Henry third, Josh Cushman fourth, and David Applegate making his way into the top 5 for the first time here tonight, representing the MaxSpeedTV well here tonight. In that 23 Chevrolet, he is doing a fantastic job. The 42 right behind him of David Heath, putting together a fantastic run for himself here tonight. He's had some trials here, up and down, but he is right now on a high, as he is up in the top 10 in 6th place right now. Andy Vogt in 7th, William Fletcher in 8th. Chris White sitting back in 9th place right now. Has got some of the freshest tires right now for the top 10 anyway. Brett Johnson currently in 10th place right now. So it looks like the 77 a little off pace there. That is Tom Green. But just a little bit off pace, as he is now 5 laps down. Here comes Shawn Bridesman trying to get his way back up. He's still 1 lap down, but he's got a brand new car after a fast repair, a brand new truck after his fast repair, trying to get that lap back. He's still got plenty of time to get to the front. All he's got to do is get his lap back. If there's a caution, he will get the lucky dog, as he is the first car lap down right now. But back up to the front, there is your leader, Mark Walls. Jeff Stabnow right behind him at 0.3 is all that separates first and second right now. We'll see at the line if that is going to increase or decrease, as 0.233. So your second place driver right now, Jeff Stabnow, is running down his teammate right now, both of them running the new leader, Walls Beard Co. Chevrolets. So the question, can Jeff Stabnow sweep the week here and win both races? My money's on him. Nothing against anybody else in this race, but he has been on rails in that last race, in the Xfinity race. And look at him here today. He's up there at the front. If it's not him, I have a feeling it'll be Mark Walls, Josh Cushman, or that driver right there, Matt Henry. What a run for this young man here tonight. He has put together a fantastic run. Matt Henry right there. Josh Cushman trying to get to his back bumper. Not trying to bump him or anything, but he was just trying to get there so he could possibly let him know, hey, I'm here and I am fast. I want to get by you. Don't hold me up if you are. But I don't think he's holding him up too much right now. Cushman is fast, but it doesn't seem like this set of tires is doing what he wants. He may have made some changes that he's not happy with, as he just hasn't been able to dominate since about the halfway point like he did earlier. However, Mark Walls we got a lap car in front, and that is the 49 of Doug Hunt. So Doug Hunt's going to go another lap down. He's going to take it to the high side, and he's going to let everybody by. That almost cost the lead for Mark Walls there, as I was not sure if the spotters didn't communicate with each other or something. Looked like the 29 wasn't sure where the 49 was going to go, and actually may have bumped him just a little bit. So not sure what happened there, as we have contact 91 and the 8 right there at the end of pit road. Not sure what happened there, but both of those guys do recover from that somehow, but something was going down there. But right now, there's second place. First place, Mark Walls has a 0.566 second lead at the moment. Looks like William Fletcher maybe having some connection issues in that number 28. Looked like he was out of the race, but he is back, so having some major connection issues here tonight. Josh Cushman still in fourth. David Applegate still in sixth place right now, but Andy Vogt, we haven't got to talk about him a whole lot here tonight. He is working his way through this field right now. A little bit of contact earlier, but he is making his way to the front, and he's got Chris White in the 35 right behind him. So he is trying to get his way up and get that Sim Star Motorsports Toyota to the front. But look who's recovered right behind him in 13th place. He's not in the position. He's not battling for a position right now. He's just trying to get his lap back. That is Shawn Bridesman. He definitely is the first car a lap down, sitting in 13th place, but he's not 13th on the track. He's trying to get by all these guys and earn his lap back if he can. And he's doing a pretty good job, as the caution is going to come out for Ryan Maines, the 17, and that will put Shawn Bridesman back on the lead lap. So let's go back and see what happened to Ryan Maines. What happened here again? You're watching the 17 of Ryan Maines here. What happened to him? We got the 12 around him. Not sure if the 12 got into him or not. Oh, actually, he got into the 77 of Tom Green. And right there, just a slight little contact between Tom Green and Ryan Maines spins him around. Again, it was just a very slight contact, nothing major. Definitely not intentional by any means, just rubbing, a little bit of rubbing there, as that will spin him around. Go back up to your leader. 57 laps on those tires here. We'll take a look here real fast. 69 laps to go. They've had 57 on there. I don't think anybody needs fuel. I don't think they're going to have to pit, but they may want some tires here shortly. So I'm curious here. We'll see if anybody comes down pit road. I don't think anybody is going to. Maybe if you're a little further back here, you might, as it looks like Shawn Bridesman is going to come down pit road to get some fresh tires. He may top off on fuel, but I don't think, again, he needs any fuel. So, very interesting call there. He just was on pit road not long ago. Looks like coming down pit road got him in the back, and that's what caused that caution earlier. Or didn't cause it, but it helped him be part of it. But he is going to come in, get some fresh tires, and he'll go back to about 13th place here. He's going to the back of the field anyway. He is the last car on the lead lap, so that explains why he is going to go in, and he's going to get some fresh tires here and come back out, and he will start at the tail end of the lead line here. Back in 13th position. Mark Walls, your race leader. And why not? This seems like as good a time as any here. Once we get the one to go here, we'll go crank it up for just a little bit here. Again, we'll go crank it up style on the green. We have not done it all night. Seems like good a time as any to go crank it up style here. to start the race, as we are well over the halfway mark. Alright, there it is. 1 to go here, as these guys are ready to go. 1 lap to go. Lights are off. Right there is the line. Oh, no, we're on the backstretch. Apologies. So, again, 1 lap to go. Pace cars diving off. So you know what that means. Let's go crank it up style. Green flag is in the air. We're going crank it up style. Alright, we are back here, crank it up over here for tonight, and we might bring it up if we get another caution or not, but we are back here. Lap 139 of 200 is underway. This race is getting close to being over here, so we are going to switch back to our main camera there. Your leader currently is Mark Walls out front, doing a fantastic job. You look here, your top 4 have a nice little sizable lead over Jason Hunt right now in the 5th position. Then you have Chris White, Andy Vogt, David Heath, Brett Johnson, and David Applegate rounding out your top 5. But it's anybody's game as to who's going to win this race right now, as it is still up for grabs here, as we have plenty of laps. We have over 50 laps to go. Just about 60 laps to go actually here in the race, but right there is your group of 4 leaders, you might say, that have kind of pulled away from the rest of this field. Mark Wall's doing a good job. He's led 45 laps right now. Can he lead the most laps? If he can stay out front, he could possibly lead the most laps. Again, that's the 29 of Mark Walls in that new leader, Walls Beardco Chevrolet. Got his teammate right behind him in the 24, also running the new leader, Walls Beardco Chevrolet. Again, that is Jeff Stabnow, trying to run down his teammate, trying to sweep the week here and pull away another win. He won the Xfinity pretty good fashion. I believe we did have a caution that ended it, but overall he was pulling away when that caution came out. As you see a lot of backfiring from these trucks, that's normal here. This track's just so small that they have a lot of backfiring from them. So that is very normal. Matt Henry, though, we want to talk about him here for a little bit. What a run he is having here tonight. 3rd place at the moment. Almost getting into the wall there. Little sparks may be flying. But he is sitting 3rd place right now in that 2C Auto Sales paint job. What a run for him, as here comes Cushman. Going to try to get by him on the inside. Can Cushman do it? Cushman's going to slide up, make a little contact there possibly, and he's actually going to take that fairly easy. So now Josh Cushman will take 3rd position from Matt Henry. David Heath, another one having a very good run here in the 42. He was involved in some contact earlier in the race, but he is now sitting pretty in the 5th position. He's going to try to get 4th from Matt Henry if he can. I'm just not sure if he can. Matt Henry's been so good, but you see right there, that is a battle for 4th position between Matt Henry and David Heath. Those two battling it out extremely hard right now, as it looks like Matt Henry is going to prevail here in 4th position. As we got 2 cars going around, Andy Vogt and the 23 of David Applegate, the 49, getting involved. Let's go back and take a look. What happened here? We got the 23 of David Applegate, Andy Vogt in 10 getting involved, and the 49 of Doug Hunt getting involved. And we'll see what happened. Andy Vogt was in front. We'll see Shawn Bridesman trying to get by him. Oh, Bridesman may have got into him just slightly. Bridesman getting a piece of the action as well. Everybody's just kind of getting stopped up there. Not sure if Bridesman may have come up a little bit or if Andy Vogt came down. But regardless, contact was made, bringing out the caution here as your leader's trying to get by these guys. Again, this shows how small this track really is as your leader's trying to get by and just almost getting involved in it themselves. Jeff Stabnow coming down pit road, Matt Henry coming down pit road, Jason Hunt coming down pit road, Chris White on pit road, Brett Johnson, William Fletcher, Ryan Maines all on pit road. That leaves Mark Walls out front, 75 laps on those tires. As this time by, we will have 50 laps to go here in your race. This race is winding up very quickly here. As again, 50 laps to go that time by. Alright, so again, now it's going to be 49 laps to go here, and we are still not done under caution, so it looks like we're going to take a few more laps here, so we'll get the green flag here. We'll take a look, probably with about 47 laps to go when we get the green flag, so we are in the last closing laps here. If we have another caution, we'll pull another driver up here, see if we can't get a word in with him. But Josh Cushman out front once again. So he has a good shot here as it's now Mark Walls over here just kind of trading it back and forth. But your race leader, I believe, is Mark Walls here. We'll see. Cushman may be the leader. We'll see how it all stacks up. It looks like it is indeed Mark Walls. Cushman going to go to the outside. So those two didn't pit. 22 laps on the tires for Josh Cushman. Mark Walls, 78 laps. Alright, just got word. Andy Vogt is going to park it here tonight at a 3-4X's, so he is going to park it here for tonight. That is unfortunate. Such a good driver to be parking it. We never want to see that. He is, again, such a fantastic driver, just not having the night he wanted here tonight. So good to know that we can get that information here to let y'all know. But again, he's a fantastic driver, but it just stinks to see him out this early, 5 laps down. So he's in 15th right now, but it looks like he'll probably drop to about 18th as the green flag comes out. Once again, Mark Walls onto the gas pedal here. Josh Cushman right behind him, as you see David Heath and Shawn Bridesman battling right now for 3rd position, and it looks like it's going to go to the 42 of David Heath. And once again, Shawn Bridesman on the outside, and here comes Jeff Stabnow trying to get that position of 4th. And if he has to stay out there much longer, he probably will lose a few more positions. You do not want to be on that outside lane. That is the worst place to be when you want to try to gain a position. It's just not the ideal spot, but he is indeed trying to battle back on the outside. He's got some pretty fresh tires here. He's only 24, but Jeff Stabnow 7. laps on those tires. So that is unfortunate that he is just not able to get by as many as he'd like. But right now, Jeff Stabnow has his eyes set on David Heath in the third spot right now in that number 42 Toyota pickup. So he's going to run him down. Looking back here, David Applegate was involved in that last caution. He is currently one lap down, the first car lap down right now, back in 11th position. Cushman trying to regain the lead here, 0.299 seconds off of Mark Walls. So the question is, who can do it here tonight? I don't know. It's a good shot. It's going to be Mark Walls, Cushman, Josh Cushman, David Heath, Stabnow, Matt Henry, Shawn Bridesman, even Chris White back in 7th position right now. He's got a good shot at doing this. If he can pull it away, he's got to put that SimStar Motorsports just a little bit higher if he wants to at least get a podium. But he has a good shot of it. As right now, you see a battle going on as Jeff Stabnow is going to get by David Heath and get 3rd position back. And now he's going to try to run down Josh Cushman, who has led the most laps here tonight. Mark Walls, 65 laps led. Cushman has led 73. So it's coming down to it. He could lead the most laps. Mark Walls could surpass Josh Cushman with the most laps led if he can stay out front. And that is a big if he's got Cushman and Stabnow right behind him. As you see him battling right now, it is anybody's guess as to who's going to win. It's going to be interesting here. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. We like to call this the After Hours race, as it is here at 12:16 a.m. Central Time, 1:16 Eastern. As here comes Josh Cushman, going to try to make a bid for the lead. Just couldn't quite complete it though. He's going to keep digging if he can. Mark Walls hanging on to the lead, and we got a lap car coming into the picture here in the next lap or two. It looks like. Not sure who that is, but we did see a lap car just ever so slightly. We'll take a look and see if we can figure out who it was. It may have been the 91. It indeed will probably be the 91 of Scott Hutchinson. Alright, so I'm losing my voice here just a little bit here tonight. Josh Cushman still trying to run down your race leader of Mark Walls, just right now unable to get by him. And it's Jeff Stabnow, David Heath, Matt Henry, Shawn Bridesman, and Chris White right there also trying to get by as well. And just again, these guys unable to do anything with your leader right now. As here comes Jeff Stabnow going to try to get by. He's going to try to make a pass on the outside, was unable to make anything happen. He's going to keep digging here once again, and that is the 91 going to take it down to pit road. So again, the Mark Wall still out front. 91 of Scott Hutchinson is going to take it down pit road. So he's going to go one more lap down. He's currently 23 laps down as he's going to take it there. He may be done here for tonight. We'll see if he's just going to get a pit stop or if he's going to park it for the night. Currently, it looks like he's just making a pit stop, though, as he is not going to park it here. And look there, we have a battle for the lead between teammates Mark Walls and Jeff Stabnow. Stabnow is going to try to get it from him, his teammate, if he can. Right now, Jeff Stabnow is being scored as the leader. As a little bit of contacts made there to the front fender of the 29 of Mark Walls, but Jeff Stabnow will be your new leader here tonight. Again, your new leader in the new leader Chevrolet. As contacts made. Whoa, they're 3 wide for the lead right now. This is not what you want to see. Contacts made. Cushman getting a little out of shape, getting into the 42, and it looks like everybody's somehow going to make it through. What an interesting battle there on lap 170, going into 171. All of that transpiring is going to give the lead back to Mark Walls. This is just insanity right now here in the front of this field. This is the kind of stuff you expect to see on dirt track racing or at the back going 3 wide, beating and banging here. But that goes to show you just how tough these trucks are and how tough these drivers are. As Mark Walls regains the lead once again, as he has actually led 74 laps now. So he's led the most laps. And I don't think, unless Cushman can get the lead back now, I don't think he'll have enough time to get the most laps led at this point. Again, anybody could possibly get the win here. It's going to be one of these top 3, I think. David Heath right in there in the mix of things. A little bit of contact, though, between the 95. That has pushed him back to 4th position. Chris White still trying to fight his way. He talked earlier, you know, the longer they went, the more his truck kind of slid backwards. So that is not what he wants. Is right now we do have a huge green flag run going. It's the 07 going to get into the wall, but Jeff Stabnow in the 24 New Leader Chevrolet, running down his teammate in the 29 New Leader Chevrolet of Mark Walls. Can he get back by him? He was by him for like 2 laps, if even that. And then unfortunately, we saw some contact 3 wide and a huge battle going on, and that allowed the 29 of Mark Walls back by him. So, it's just going to be a matter of time to see if he can indeed get back by him for the lead. Let us know in chat, who do you expect to win here? It's going to be interesting. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I have my money on one of those front 2 right now. But Cushman or David Heath, even Chris White, Bridesman, all those guys have a equal shot at getting the win here. As you're going to see right now, it looks like maybe Jeff Stabnow is going to try to make a run for the lead, but he does not do so here. As we'll take a look real fast, get rid of that, and pull up our caution things. 11 cautions, and only 56 laps, though. Well under the majority of the race. 23 laps to go as they're going to cross the line. 22 laps to go left here in the race. Very close race battle. Those top 3 really kind of pulling away from the field. Even the top 4 if you count Chris White in there. So this is going to get interesting. I'm wondering if that damage to the back of the 24 is going to cost him any time. I doubt it here at this little tiny bull ring of a track. That damage is just not going to slow him down. He's right there. If the 29 of Mark Wall slips up at all, Jeff Stabnow will capitalize off of it. He is right there ready to pounce. But it looks like possibly, as we got a .416, now .366 lead. So that lead is shrinking ever so slightly here for Mark Walls. Jeff Stabnow trying to run him down. And we don't want to stray too far. We have 20 laps to go here in the race. So that is all that remains. Is 20 laps out of the 200 we started with. And it is going to be a battle all the way to the end. We're going to keep an eye on that. But check in with Shawn Bridesman back on the lead lap in 6th position, as he's got some heavy damage to the front of that highway Toyota. But he has definitely fought his way back here tonight after going a lap down, caught in an incident early in the race, got trapped a lap down because of it, and now he is fighting his way back to a solid top 10 finish. He actually came into the race 3rd in points. So that is unfortunate for him, but it does happen. Sometimes you have races like that. Excuse me, losing our voice here. We've been talking. That is Josh Cushman into the wall. We'll take a look here, and then it looks like Steve Silstad's going to get into him. Caution will come out. 17 laps to go. Well, let's go back and take a look. What happened here to Josh Cushman? He had such a good run going. He was currently in 4th. Oh, just has to lock the brakes up nearly to not get into the 42 and just hammers it into the inside wall, spinning it around. And oh, Steve Silstad just barely getting into him. Silstad, unfortunate for him, he had such a good run earlier as he was right there. He was very fast in practice, very fast in qualifying, as he is now being scored. We'll catch up with him here. He is back in 20th position, 78 laps down. Alright, again, caution out here. Let's take a look here. 12 cautions, 60 laps, 14 laps to go of 200. So we've had 140 laps under green flag conditions so far. Again, a very good run here. We're actually a little under 440. Obviously, we have not completed the race, but 14 laps to go here in the race. It looks like it's going to be Mark Walls or Jeff Stabnow walking away, possibly with the win. But time will tell. These guys could mess something up here. The question is going to be, can the 29 of Mark Walls hang on to the lead? He's led 90 laps. He has clinched the most laps led right now. But 13 to go, 113 laps on his tires. Jeff Stabnow, 38 laps on his tires. That is a huge difference in tire wear. Those tires have got to be just screaming to be replaced right now. And he is doing a fantastic job of hanging on to it. The downside right now, Jeff Stabnow on the outside here for the restart. So the question is, will those newer tires prevail here, even on the outside, or will Mark Wall succeed in pinching him up there, kind of holding him up there, and walking away with the win, as it's going to be 11 to go at the line. Alright, green flag is out, 11 laps to go here in the race. Again, 11 laps to go, going to be 10 to go at the line. And he's doing a good job of it. We have the 23 of David Applegate on the side there, slowing down. Oh, contact's made. Jeff Stabnow gets a hard shot to the back bumper as somebody's using it. We got a car. Looks like the 35 is going around. Big wreck behind him. Oh, we will go racing once again. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened behind these guys. What happened here? It looked like Chris White did get involved in it. I'm not sure if he was the culprit. There's a hard shot to the back bumper from the 42 to the 24. The 12 gets into the 42. The 35 getting involved. And we see several cars getting involved here. A lot of cars squeaking through. Oh, the 07 getting involved as Chris White's trying to get that truck back into racing conditions here, trying to get that car going. And Shawn Bridesman again involved in something as he just spins it around, but he will stay on the lead lap this time. He will definitely have some serious damage to the front, sides, back. Just about every panel on that car has some damage. But there's your leader right now. It is the 29 of Mark Walls. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight. Real fast, we do want to remind everybody, if you're new here tonight and you like the racing, hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Definitely, if you like the racing here tonight, hit that thumbs up. We've had a few cautions here tonight. We'll take a look here. 13 cautions for 66 laps, but again, this is a very short track, so you can't really judge off of that too much. They do about 5 laps per caution or so, quite a few laps for cautions. 7 laps to go. We will go racing once again. Now 6 to go. Lights on, so it looks like we're going to have about a about a 4-lap shootout here, maybe 5. But I'm thinking it's going to be a 4-lap shootout here once we get the green flag once again. So let us know in chat while you're here, before we take the green, who do you think is going to win? If you had to pick between the 29 and the 24, who is it going to be? Mark Walls in the 29, or is it going to be Jeff Stabnow in the 24? William Fletcher in the 28, currently sitting in 3rd. We have not seen a lot from him today, as well as Brant Johnson, Ryan Maines, but those guys sitting in the top 5 right now. It's going to be a question here. Those guys got some really fresh tires compared to the front 2. Excuse me, but I'm just not sure if they're going to have enough to get around them. That is the question, but here we go. Going to be 4 to go at the line. Green flag coming out this time by. There it is. Green flag back in the air once again. And we are racing. Josh Cushman in chat predicting Mark Walls for the win. It's going to be a good battle here. Jeff Stabnow right to the back bumper of Mark Walls. Again, we won't stray too far from these guys right here. But doing a fantastic job here hanging on to it. And Mark Walls, such a good driver right now to have 123 laps on those tires. He is doing a fantastic job. Jeff Stabnow's not going to let him by easy, though. But I'm wondering if that damage to the back there on that last caution where he got a shot to the back bumper is possibly going to hinder him here tonight. So far, it doesn't look like it's playing too much of a factor here as the 49 is going to stop. And that'll bring out a caution once again. And I don't think we're going to go. We're not. 2 laps to go. That is going to end it. It looks like caution came out for the 49, who was stopped on the backstretch there. It might have been the front stretch. Anyway, he was stopped down low, but a caution does come out, so that's going to give the win to Mark Walls. Jeff Stabnow will be finishing 2nd, and William Fletcher going to be finishing in 3rd here tonight. Again, your white flag is in the air in combination with the yellow. This race is over. It's going to end under caution. Not the way anybody wants to see it end. But Mark Walls walking away with another win here in the series. So that will put it here 4 in a row for Mark Walls. So again, next week we are off, so he will go 4 straight before we head to Sonoma next week. So this could get interesting here at Sonoma. We'll see who's going to walk away with the win. They're a little bit different, but don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back here as the checkered flags are waving with your post-race show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with your third place finisher here tonight, the 28 of William Fletcher. First off, welcome to the booth here for the first time, William. And you know, we kind of like secret ninja style came up here. We saw you kind of mid-pack, and then maybe a pit stop strategy got you into the top 5. You got into the top 3, and here you are in a podium finish. So how does it feel to get your first podium finish here of the season?
Awesome, and I want to say thank you to Jeff, Mark, and Shawn, and the rest of their crew for putting this on. Well,
you definitely had a great run here. Like I said, we saw you about mid-pack for most of the field, and then definitely you had fresher tires, 14 laps on your tires. Had we had maybe tack another 10 laps on this race, made it a 210 lap race with 14 laps on your tires compared to 50 and 125 for Jeff and Mark, you think you could have run them down and gave them a run for their money here tonight?
The trick is just to make Mark think that we can. Oh. But no, luck was a lot to do with it tonight for sure. I dodged a lot of wrecks that had a lot to do with it. I mean, 99% of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, definitely staying clean, keeping a clean truck out there it was a big key. They don't call it the paperclip track for nothing. But again, you had a great run finishing third. Definitely going to be a good points night for you. So any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for that third place finish here tonight?
I'd like to thank Mark and his crew again. I don't know. I'm drawing blanks as far as names right now. I'm pretty excited, to be honest with you. I want to just jump up and down. I even got out of my chair. But anyway, I'm happy. It's a good night. Luck was a lot to do with it. I love to see the greens. The greens were awesome. But my main pitch strategy was just getting into the pits and coming out clean, and that worked for me, and it paid off. Again, I want to thank you, everybody. Awesome run, and I'm going to write down I hope to be up here on the podium again, and I'll have the sponsors down next time, I promise.
All right. Well, there you have it. Good job, though, finishing in third place. Finishing one spot ahead of him in second place was Jeff Stabnow. Again, we were kind of hoping you would, what we deemed, as of tonight anyway, sweeping the week, or we call it now, as of now, I deemed it that anyway. You were close. You had the lead over Mark Walls, and run us through what happened there. You had the lead, and then all of a sudden, y'all decided to go dirt track styling and go 3 wide going through a corner there.
Oh, man. You know, it was getting towards the end. It was go time. I made 2 really good passes there to get by those guys. Actually, 3. And I got out in front of Mark. I had the freshest tires. I really think I had a shot if I could have just kept my head about me. A little exuberant there, and jumped on the throttle just a little too soon, and got her loose, and was trying to catch it all the way down the straightaway. And by the time I caught it, we were 3 wide in the corner, and I just didn't have the same truck after that. It was kind of fun. We made it, but I think we all got a little tore up there, and then it was just we were just hanging on after that, trying to make it to the end. I think it knocked the toe out of my truck.
Well, it definitely, you had a lot of damage to the back of that truck. Yeah, a few more cautions than we probably wanted to see here. I believe we had double digits here. But for the majority of the race, we actually went, I believe, you know, over or just at 2 or 3/4 of this race was under green. It didn't seem like it. You know, we had the cautions here and there, but especially there at the end, we had a big green flag run. So, in your mind, we did establish that tire window was from 50 to 60 laps. You had 50 laps in your tires. So, what was that tire wear out there like trying to hang on to that truck?
You know, we were getting some nice cool down cycles there, and honestly, and until we knocked that toe out, I mean, there at the last caution, or the second to last caution, I was sliding the tire, just going around pacing. So, but up until then, it was pretty good. I thought with the fresh tires on the truck there, if we could just get out front, that we could probably knock down some near, maybe just a tenth off the early pace with those caution laps early, and cooling them down every 10, 20 laps. The tire wear really wasn't that bad.
Well, it definitely showed up there. You had a great run. Unfortunately, you're probably not going to gain any points in the point standings. That being because, of course, Mark Walls did finish ahead of you, and he's ahead of you 9 points in the point standings, so it'll probably be 10 or 11 by the time it's all sorted out. But still a good run here overall. So we know you always have some sponsors or shout-outs to be, so who would those be for the second place here tonight?
Well, first of all, before we get to that, I just want to say it was awesome to see those new leader Silverados out there 1-2 from Wicked Chassis tonight. That was just fantastic. So if I'm going to lose, it's nice to lose to a teammate there. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Highway, who's on Shawn's truck tonight, they stepped up. They sponsored this race. It's the first of many we'll have from Highway new leader this year. This is the XT3 200. The XT series are their dump beds for their dump trucks and their spreaders and things like that. So Highway builds. They're known worldwide for their precision engineering and their high quality standards. So that's kind of the way we like to do it on Wicked Chassis too with our setups. So real happy to be taking the first two spots on the podium with the team sponsor on the race tonight too. So awesome there. Sanctuary Studios, as always, for sponsoring the truck series. They are huge for us this year. Thanks, Josh. It's been a big one. SimStar Motorsports again on. I think they've been on about the last 3 or 4 races as a secondary sponsor here. So we love having SimStar Motorsports on. Big thanks to Chris White and his team. And then Walls Beard Co. They've sponsored a bunch of races this year. They're on the trucks. We love their products. I think they've got some neat new stuff in the pipeline that I promised I wouldn't spill the beans on, but keep an eye on them on Facebook, www.wallsbeardco.com too. They've got some neat stuff in the pipe.
Well, definitely. Oh, good.
Oh, that's it, Charles. I'm good.
Okay. Well, good job again on second place. And the guy bringing home the win, just talked about in the 29, Mark Walls, bringing home the new leader Chevrolet, Walls Beard Co. Chevrolet to victory lane. We just got done watching him do some donuts. First off, I just have to ask you, Mark, 125 laps on your tires. How did you even have any tires left to do any donuts with?
Oh, man. That new leader Chevrolet, as soon as we got those tires in lap 75, they were match staggered to perfection, and they were amazing all the way through that run.
Well, it definitely they worked out really good for you. Yeah, it was fast all night. We did see, like we were talking about, give us your side of the story there. When Jeff got by you going 3 wide at this little tiny track in the closing laps there, what was it like looking over and seeing 2 trucks beside you instead of 1?
You know what? I had such tunnel vision on. I wasn't even paying attention, and I just stuck my line. And when they said 3 wide at that point, they were already behind me. I just stayed in it. So we just rolled with it.
That was probably the most intense moment we've had in there. Somehow everybody making it through it. Just an outstanding job. Just goes to show what a good group of guys all together this league has. But you did fantastic there. A lot of laps on the tires. Definitely earning this victory here tonight in the little paperclip bull ring of a track. Really, really long, but really skinny and narrow. So a little bit different. But it looks like next week we are off and we come back and we go to Sonoma. So we're going to be road course racing. So what are your thoughts going into Sonoma?
Not a fan of road courses by any means, but when it comes to the road courses that I've played a lot of console video games on way back in the day, I have the track memorized. So I think that's the hardest part in road course racing, is really getting that track memorized. And with these NASCAR circuit ones, I know them real good. It's just a matter of staying consistent there, kind of like how we did tonight at Martinsville.
Yeah, definitely consistency is good. You know, for all those people out there that talk about the NASCARs, oh, he makes another left turn. Well, come not this next Thursday, but the Thursday after, you'll be saying he makes a right and a left turn, because it is a road course, of course, so it's going to be a little different. It's going to really play with your mind when you go to turn and you realize, oh crap, I'm turning right here. This isn't normal. So a lot of braking, a lot of turning left and right, so that's going to be a totally different ball game going into that race. But any sponsors and shout-outs you want to give for the win here tonight?
Always, we got to thank Highway for coming on board for the race for the XT 300 here at Martinsville. It was also an honor to have one of their top quality brands, New Leader, stamped all over that number 29 Chevy Silverado. So it's always glad to have the sponsors sitting in victory lane, getting the love they deserve. We got to thank SimStar Motorsports for jumping on board with us. We got to thank Sanctuary Studios and Josh for all he's done for the series. I mean, without Josh stepping up with Sanctuary Studios, we probably wouldn't have the series to run. And then these guys come out every week, and we run hard and do what we do. We got to thank Walls Beard Co. They've always been with us since the start of this thing. Been around a long time. You got to check it out, wallsbeardco.com. Like Jeff said, we got some new stuff coming out in the pipeline, so definitely look for that on Facebook. And man, I got to thank my team for another awesome week. I know some of them had bad luck, but it was nice to see the New Leader Silverados finish 1-2. And I got to thank MaxSpeedTV for putting on these awesome shows for us.
All right. Well, again, congrats on the win. We'll just get you a few more points over your teammate Jeff Stabnow in the point standings. But again, we are not done just yet, folks. We still have 2 more pieces of business to take care of. One of those, of course, being your unofficial race results here tonight. Again, coming away with the win is going to be Mark Wall. Second place, Jeff Stabnow. Third place, William Fletcher. Fourth place, Shawn Bridesman, bouncing back quite good from a few incidents there. Fifth place will go to Brett Johnson. Sixth place will go to Chris White. Seventh place, David Heath. Eighth place, Ryan Maines. Ninth place, David Applegate. 10th place, Doug Hunt. 11th place will go to Tom Green. 12th place, Jason Hunt. 13th, Dana Rogers. 14th, Josh Cushman. 15th, Scott Hutchinson. 16th will go to Gary Nichols. 17th, Matt Henry. 18th, Andy Vogt. 19th, Adam Hunt. And rounding out your top 20 here tonight is Steve Silstad, who I really thought would have a really good run here tonight. Just unfortunately got tangled up in some stuff, but overall he had a very fast Chevrolet truck here tonight. And going in 21st, it is going to be Trenton Barrington. 22nd, Mike Peterson. 23rd, Carl Burke. 24th, Scott Mann. And 25th will go to Dan Stuzzi. 26th going to go to Ray Forner, and 27th goes to Mona Lehman, who did not start the race here tonight. So a full field here, 26 drivers started total, and again, only one driver not starting. That is the 20 of Mona Lehman. But that will do it for the race results. As always, we want to thank all the sponsors that come on board on the MaxSpeedTV side of things: MenuRunners.com, SimSpeedShop.com, HomeNet Hosting and PC Repair, Elite 7 Racing, and Ohio IndyCar League. Big shout out to all those for coming on board here on MaxSpeedTV. And of course, the sponsor for this series, Sanctuary Studios, Josh Cushman. Big shout out to him again for coming on board for the league. And of course, Highway Equipment Company. We just talked a little bit about them in their XT3 series, or their XT series. So definitely check them out at HighwayEquipmentCompany.com. They have 2 divisions. One of those is New Leader, and of course the other one is Highway. So make sure you check them out. Give them some love. Go to their Facebook page. Let them know you appreciate all they do here to get us. We wouldn't be here on MaxSpeedTV if it wasn't for them, all those sponsors, so make sure you go give them a shout out. But as always, on behalf of the Northwest Truck Series and MaxSpeedTV, we will see you at the next race next Thursday night here with the Northwest Truck Series. Till then, stay safe, and we'll see you then.